Hello viewers and subscribers, once again welcome to this marvelous YouTube channel. Xembo Steven and my name. Tonight, as we've been passing through some platforms on social media, we have now turned into exploring those documents which include Word, presentation, Excel, database. Every Microsoft will be touched on. So today we are going through Microsoft Excel, and we shall be going through some simple formulas in Excel. Majorly in Excel, as recently I took you through some simple formulas like to make total, average, and some calculations. So I had earlier on introduced you the interface of Microsoft Excel. So this being the interface of Microsoft Excel, we have many features like I told you. They are in our previous videos. So in case you're new at this account, you're new at this channel, you can subscribe in for more videos. There are more videos. There are prior videos that introduced us to this Microsoft Excel. So for today, I'm not again talking about the cell, talking about the columns, talking about the rows, talking about the formula bar, talking about the toolbar, the name box, talking about all these keys. So today we are going direct to our main point of concern, which was now to know how to grade students, how to make total, average, position, how can you comment. So probably I'll take you first of all. Here are the names of my students, and these are the subjects. We have biology, math, chemistry, we have ICT and GP. So these are the subjects and their marks. So here we have grade. Here at grade, it's where we shall have this format of the credits, the format of grading from distinctions to credits to O's and failures. Then here in total, it will be the total of all subjects per person here, and this will be the average of the total mark or average of the all marks. And average, you know, using the simple formulas we knew in our prior classes, it is the total over the number. So we shall also have to position our students. Now here in position, it is now what you know as ranking. Who will be the first, who will be the second, and who will be the last. Then on commenting, it's when we shall have those who are promoted, those who have to repeat, those who have to put more. So we are here to make now to grade this, to grade biology. Anyone with credit, anyone with A, anyone with B. So we are here for the formulas. So you come on tap here in grade, that is under biology. But remember, our formulas are too long, so we shall use the formula bar to enter the formula. So every formula, as you know, it starts with equal signs, and for grading we use the if function, as you know. So we start now entering our formula. So remember, we are grading biology, but now our first reference is B3, so that is now our cell reference. So we shall say B3 if function, open brackets, enter the cell reference B3 greater or equal to 90, comma, open the quotes, should be awarded what? Of course 90, someone should be awarded an A. So that's how it goes. You go and open another if function, open brackets, if that same cell reference is greater, that same cell reference is greater or equal to 80, comma, should be awarded, you open the quotes, B, you close the quotes, comma, then you open another if function. So that's how our formula will be entered slowly by slowly. So after entering in the formula like you've seen here, then we close. So you close, the closing brackets should be equal to the number of the if functions. So how many if functions do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we shall have so the closing bracket should be equal to the number of the if functions used. So these are the 5 if used. So there will be the 5 closing brackets. 5. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's our formula for grading. So we press enter. So when you press enter, here we are seeing on biology B. So we have to scroll and we see the rest. So we are saying in biology, Ryder has a B, Brishan has D, Stephen has C, Brilia has A, and the rest have O's. So that's grading now. Grading, using that, we use the if function. And now the next step, of course, grading, that's how even chemistry will be graded that way, math will be graded that way, ICT and then GP will be graded in the same way using the if function. So then, of course, how to find the total. Of course, the total, you know, every formula starts with the equal signs, and then you stop in sum, you open the brackets, and then endeavor to use the shift to open those brackets. They're the ones used for calculations, for formulas. So when you tap on sum, of course it is sum of the what? Sum of the total. So that's a reference, and you come and close. So of course you just press enter. So this is our total, and hope you have seen our formula for the total. So for the average, of course, you have to press in equal signs, average, equal signs, average. You open brackets and then tap to the reference. So you tap here on the references. So here it is showing us an error. So it means we divided by 0, but we hadn't entered in any value. So we are entering average. So we on average, and then after we open the brackets and then we enter the cell reference up to here. Come and close the brackets and then press enter. So this is our average, and then you come here at the vertex, the lower vertex of the mark you're from getting, and scroll down, and then you have to get the rest of the values. This helps you to save time. Of course, you can't go on manipulating the formula in every cell. No, you get the first value and then you scroll down to get the rest of the values. So now we're remaining with the position and commenting. So for these formulas for position, we can use the VLOOKUP method. We can use also the limiting method, of course, where we put in $signs to limit our our classes, because if you don't put limits, you find that now the positions are not given based on what. So here we go, we are positioning. So position is the same as rank. So we enter in our formula. Remember to start with equal signs. So in open brackets, start ranking. So on ranking, we can use the total or average. So we can use the average for tonight. Our cell reference, we're using average, which is M2. M2, we put comma, and then we tap again on M2, and then it is M2 to M8. Those are the cells we are using, and then we close brackets. Before we close brackets, you have to, I've told you how to limit. For this method, we limit, and then we close brackets. So then on limiting, you come in these cell references, we start now putting the dollar signs to limit our, you do it the way I'm doing it here. I think you're seeing very well. Let me add for you some light. Very good to me. Sorry. Okay. So here we go. So those are limits. Those dollar signs are limiting. So that is our formula. And then we press enter. So you see the position, it is already inserted. Steve Rider is on position 2, and then you come here and scroll and you see the positions coming. So those are the positions for our students. So when you tap here, of course, you'll see the formula in the formula bar here. This is the formula bar, as I earlier told you. So this is one of the quickest ways of ranking students, and it saves time rather than using the VLOOKUP where you have to tap in the references, tap in limits. But for this case, it makes things easy. So our next step is to comment. Commenting, it's now here where I remember on our report cards, you have students who have to repeat, students who have to get promoted, students who are advised to change school, students who are advised to change institutions. Here as well, we put comments. So on comments, we tap here. So let's enter our formula for comments. Of course, every formula starts with equal signs, and then we tap in comment, open brackets. So for comment is the same as grading, of course, because we are limiting. I'm sorry, you can start. On commenting, we shall use the if function still, because it is the same as grading, but in this way of commenting, of course, we say if, we open our brackets, and the cell reference, of course, we are commenting using, we should use position. You can use average, of course, but for our case, to save time, let's use position. So we shall use position and be like if n2, n3, that is our position, using riders, we're using the Steve Rider as a reference. So we say n3, if n3 is greater or equal to, because we are going to promote students, they are 6 students. So on 6 students, we're going to promote 4. So we shall say if n3 is greater or equal to 3, is it greater or equal to 3? Those students are going to be greater or equal to 3. That's 3 and 4 are going to repeat. Wait, these students are what? There are 6 students here. So students greater or equal to, we are promoting 4 and 2 must repeat according to regulations of a certain institution. So we are promoting 1 to 4 and the rest have to repeat. Of course, it will depend on the regulations that are being displayed. We can use the grades, people with low marks, people with low total, That's it. But for our case, we're using position, so we're like students in N3 greater or equal to 5. That is 5. It means 5 and above. What should happen to 5 and above? So 5 and above have to repeat. They have to repeat that class. You get it? So we close. We open another if function. If that same cell reference N3 is less, now for this case it should be less. For this list it should be less or equal to. So since if it should be less or equal to 4, so it means 4 and below should get what? These students should get promoted. So these students have to be promoted. So then we close our brackets using the number of if functions. Of course, we use the 2 if functions. So that's how commenting and grading seems to be the same, but now the way we are limiting our classes and the comments we're putting in those quotes. Of course, the comment should be put in quotes, like the way we put in our letters for grading, like BA in quotes. For this case, when commenting, of course, we are putting repeat or promoted in the quote. So then we enter our formula. Of course, you're seeing number 2 is promoted. So when you scroll down here, we are seeing promoted. So number 2 promoted, 3 promoted, 5 has repeated, number 1 is promoted, number 6 has repeated, and number 4 has got promoted. So that's his commenting. So most probably for today we are going to stop from here. Those are simple formulas we're gonna have for tonight. Please endeavor to follow, subscribe, watch the video, and then endeavor to share for our fellows also to get the same information. The rest of their futures, we shall be meeting them in our next videos. Thank you.